Hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am here every day, other than emergencies. I'm here every day to take your political questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe and have for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because of your kindness. You have been so kind to each other. You have been so kind to us. Thank you. And if you are watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. Miss Sarah is here for at least today. Tomorrow, it might just be me. But we have the most wonderful Sarah right here today. She's going to be time stamping. Or you can, if you're watching a replay, you can go down in the description box. You can choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, which I do a lot on YouTube. So anyway, we've got a lot. To start, I just want to say a couple of things. Just what was I going to say? In trouble focusing, but I'm better. I'm definitely better. And I can't remember. I was going to say something now. I can't remember. So, Miss Sarah?
Well, I have a little housekeeping.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, y'all are so sweet in chat. Hello, dearies. Questions. We try every day to get absolutely as many questions from chat as possible. Now, there are certain times, the way YouTube works, when the chat is like, if you put questions in and you leave and you come back to watch later, the chat, you're only going to see what happens from the moment that we go live until we're done. If you're coming back after the fact. Now, if you were here the whole time, you can scroll up and see, people chatting ahead of time. Well, what happens is that people ask questions and they come in early, like either the night before or at 2:00 in the morning or 3 or 4 hours early, whenever. They ask questions and they step away. If YouTube doesn't eat those, I grab what I can. We grab what we can. But sometimes, for whatever reason, either because it's been read on recently or something or another, those questions can't be used. Like either there's not a clear source, whatever. And we usually tag the person in chat to say, hey, this was looked at this time. Da, 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 da. So we're not, Lewis, I happen to catch random things. Y'all are hysterical. Anyway, sorry. ADD brain. We're not ignoring anybody. We would never ignore anybody, especially like you guys who have been here for a million years. Perhaps who says it wasn't me. I wasn't there. I didn't do it. I feel that, sweetheart. I don't want anybody to ever feel like we're targeting someone or ignoring someone or anything like that. If we're not answering a question, if question's not there, there's a reason.
Yeah.
So, whether it be the energy or sources, or it's been looked at recently, or there's not really any there,
or YouTube.
Yeah. So, but that is all. I just wanted to get some housekeeping done ahead of time. And yeah.
Okay. I remember what I was going to say.
Oh, please. Yes.
I don't know if any of you, back in 2020, there was a documentary published that came out called Unfit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it at the time, but it's on Amazon Prime for free. I mean, if you have Amazon Prime, it's there.
Yeah.
And I have Amazon Prime because I don't have a car.
Yeah.
So I have everything delivered to my house. So, so that comes along with it. It's like, yay. So anyway, last night I sat down and I watched Unfit. It was blood chilling. It was, we talk a lot about Donald Trump being cold-blooded, about him having no empathy, no conscience, no humanity, no decency. all of that. We talk about it, and it sounds a lot like hyperbole, like you're exaggerating,
Yeah.
and if you watch that, you realize very quickly that you're not crazy. You're not exaggerating, and you're not overblowing the situation. This man is a danger. This man is a danger to society. So, and there was, it's also on YouTube. Excellent, Lori. Thank you.
Somebody said it's also on Netflix too. Somebody else mentioned that.
Hey, great. All right. Well, but I recommend it because, woo boy, it's, whew. So, and there's even some stuff in there I had maybe heard about or kind of knew, but then there are a couple of examples given, or people who've had firsthand, they've dealt with him personally, and it's like, oh my God, it's ick.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I just want to throw that out there, that Brad too says such sociopaths have no feelings. And he really is. He really does not have any empathy.
Yeah.
Any empathy. So anyway, I'm going to miss my last body armor. I'm opening up. Thank you, Sarah. This really helped me.
Those are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. Because go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
No, I was going to say, because with my lipedema, I can't, other than tea or coffee, because those are diuretics, I can't have a lot of fluid intake. And so one of those is less on the fluid, but it actually helps keep me hydrated because all the electrolytes. So I'm not off kilter. So I love those things. Love them. Okay.
There was a question here. It was, do I have to listen to Trump speaking? Not much. Betty Cantrell. Do I have to listen to 45 speaking? Only occasionally, just when they're making a point. But it's not a new one. It wasn't from 2020. All right. All right. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I watched it last night. I don't watch horror movies, but that's the scariest. And I'm so glad that we've all come together to say no.
Yeah. Whew.
All right. Oh, what have we got, my friend?
Okay. Well, at 7 minutes 45, you actually had a question.
Really? This weekend? Oh, that's funny. The timing.
Yeah, the title.
Yes, thank you, Luna Storm. Thank you. A sequel to Unfit comes out this weekend called Untruth. Where is it going to be? Is it only in theaters, or is it going to be? I'm going to look for it. That's for certain. As soon as I find it, as soon as I figure out where it is, I will let you all know. So, and Cindy L, thank you. Gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. All right, let us dive into the ick together.
Yeah, there is some ick this morning. So you actually had a question. What will happen to Trump when he dies?
Yeah, and I realize there's some people who might be offended at that question. It's like, well, am I okay? First of all,
we're not advocating for his death at all. That's not.
No. Which reminds me, I've gotten some more community guideline warnings on my back catalog from YouTube for breaking community guideline. Right.
Mm-hmm. I'll go back through them later.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
I like writing strongly worded appeals.
I just want to make this very clear right up front. I do not believe there's anything I do that you can't.
Right.
Nothing. I believe all of our souls are little pieces of the divine. That's why we're all connected. That's why we are all precious. That is why we must care for each other. We must help each other. We are together. We are one. We are us. Mm-hmm. And I might have more like, I've been doing this every day for 4.5 years.
Yeah.
And I was doing videos before then. So I might just have more experience
Right.
in this particular area, specifically on political stuff, but there's nothing I do that you can't.
Right.
But I just do it with graphics.
Pizzazz.
So I don't know. I just worry that someone might think I'm misusing this ability to look at what happens after he dies. But I look at politicians because we give them power, and we need to keep an eye on them. And I also believe that we make that, like I said earlier this week, I don't believe we are necessarily judged when we die because we don't need to be. It's kind of an automatic mechanism that we choose to be either of higher vibration or lower vibration. Nobody's a saint. You're still going to, I firmly believe you're still going to be meeting your loved ones after you die. If you've just tried, if you've done your best, everything's going to be okay. Honestly, I honestly, to my heart of hearts, believe everything's going to be okay. But the people who have chosen to be cruel, cold, awful, all of that, who have embraced the most disgusting parts of that human beings can be, always choose to lie, always choose to hurt others, then they are choosing to lower their vibration with every time they, I don't know, attack a woman, break a law, humiliate somebody else,
make fun of disabled people,
talk
smack about veterans,
try to destroy democracy, incite an insurrection to take away people's rights, separate children from their parents, which is an international human rights violation. Yeah.
Embrace their inner dictator.
Right. Donald Trump has chosen, he does not have to be the way he is. Even if he has a mental illness that gives him that weakness in that direction, it's his choice what he does with it.
Oh yeah, there's a gentleman on YouTube who is a clinically diagnosed narcissist, and he goes above and beyond. Like he's in therapy 4 days a week, and his whole thing on TikTok is where he does videos on, this is why the narcissist in your life said this is what it means. It's like decoding narcissism or something. Like he's using it he's clinically diagnosed, but he's using it from a educational standpoint.
Right.
Evil powers for good. So
yeah, exactly.
It can be done.
Just like there are people who were abused growing up who break the cycle, who choose to break the cycle. They don't have to be that way. They choose a different way. They choose a better way, and they deserve huge credit for that. So, and I know it's a character, it's not a real person, but one of the most interesting things, honestly, if you've seen or read The Expanse, if you've seen the sci-fi show, or you've read any of the nine books, excuse me, there's all this great stuff about being in space, but one of the most fascinating parts is this one character who doesn't have much of a conscience and doesn't.
Right.
But what he decided to do is he looks and he tries to find somebody who he thinks has a good moral compass. And he just becomes that person's best friend. And he asks that person questions. Would you do this? Would you do that? Would you? And he kind of gets this, he finds somebody and then he does his best to get outside input. And it's fascinating. It's fascinating. So, all right, what's going to happen to Trump after he goes? Because when he has chosen to have the lowest vibration possible. Every day he chooses to lie. Every day he chooses to hurt people, to cheat, to steal, to abuse.
Yeah.
Now, I got when the guy whose last name begins with E, when he popped out of his body, my personal beliefs, and this, I don't expect you to believe what I believe, but my personal beliefs are that there are natural levels that either go up or down depending on your vibration. And for the vast majority of people, what I get is you pop out of your body and I get a mental image of an elevator.
Right. And
you get in the elevator and it goes up. I've never seen this elevator go down. It just goes up and it opens up. It's like a bank of elevators and they open up and there's like a little, space for everybody to come out. And then there's just a whole bunch of people like waiting for
sort
that
of like
person.
The elevator bank at the Ministry of Magic at Harry Potter. Like there's all the little elevators and you walk out in the atrium and there's just a bunch of people
that are waiting for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's think of it that way. And your family's there and your pets are there and all of this. And there are also these, they're like emergency teams. If somebody incredibly distressed, if they've crossed over in a, let's just say, tumultuous way, and they are right there, and there's almost like a hospital, for lack of a better term, that's also right there, where it's like if somebody's really, really in horrible shape, they can scoop that person up and they can surround the person with love and care and stabilize their energy, until they understand they're safe, until they can process. It's lovely. I also, in this metaphorical place, it's where I always end up picturing Mr. Rogers, Fred Rogers. It's like that's kind of part. There's like an elevator off to the side. Oh, this is going to be dark, but it's not meant to be. It's like there's an elevator off to the side that a lot of kids come up through.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
and he's there. It's like that's his thing. He is there. That's what he focuses on to help. So, now, if somebody chooses to be awful when they pop out of their body, my belief, I wouldn't say my experience, my belief is that they pop out of their body, and then you've got this, we are souls contained in these physical bodies, and these physical bodies it is pretty lower vibration to be on this plane.
Yes.
That separates us, that is hard to navigate. But there are levels lower than ours where the vibration just gets lower and lower and lower. And actually, it's almost like things get more compacted and compacted and compacted down. And I don't get fire. I just get, it's almost like frozen in place. Just packed. Everything's just packed. And it's like a strata or something of all these layers.
I mean, the deeper you go in Earth, the stronger the gravity. So the more you're, yeah. And Patrick donated 10 memberships. Thank you, sweetheart. That was very nice.
Thank you. So when I picture the guy whose last name begins with E, I see him. It's like a frozen sandstorm. Does that make sense? It's like a sandstorm, but everything's frozen. And it's very and there's like layers. And so he's got his head down and he's kind of looking up and he's standing somehow. And he's managed to raise his arms to like a strata level like this, but he can't move. So what people like that do is they start transforming themselves into these monstrous kind of looking creatures, because that way, if anybody thinks about them, there's on some spiritual, there's almost like a little frisson of more fear, because they live on that fear. They need that lowest energy to feed on, because that's all they can feed on. I've talked before about how him being you're always connected to the divine through your crown chakra. You always are, even if it's just a tiny little thread and you're on a trickle charge. But yeah, it's like his fingers have I've tried making artwork to explain this, and I'm having trouble, but it's almost like his fingers have grown out into these weird things, and he's, but it's just fake.
Yeah.
It's just it's like, oh, please. You're pathetic.
Yeah.
Oh, the big scary.
Yeah.
You put yourself in that quicksand.
Completely self-induced, yes.
Yeah. You did this to yourself, and now you're trying to be, big and scary. To scare people more. Get stuffed. We're going to go about our lives until your trickle charge reaches a point where your whole system reboots and you have to face everything you did. So, I know I've been talking forever. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Turn this up. So let me look at 22 minutes in. So when Donald Trump, someday, because we all will eventually, when he shuffles off this mortal coil, what's going to happen to it? Thank you, Carol. All right, Donald, where are you? Sociopath. You okay?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I was just putting something in the drawer. You're good.
So what happens? If anybody didn't see that, this is the Wheel of Fortune card. At the top, you've got the Sphinx, the blue Sphinx, wisdom on top. And in the bottom, you have this brown, sandy, kind of, if not crushed, then contained lower thing.
Like sandy type. Yeah.
That's the final outcome card. The card for the reading is him just as a man. And he has made all of these decisions, and he chooses badly every time. He puts money and his own impulses on everything. He has demeaned others. This is my card when the sun card goes bad. When I'm reading on politics, it's usually this awful.
Yeah.
And then it ends in this. And it doesn't mean that it's I don't see an eternal pit of fire. I just don't. I never have. And I'm not saying I know all. I'm just saying that's my experience. My what I've mentally picked up over and over and over is that, for the worst of the worst, this guy. And I think that's where Trump is headed.
Oh yeah.
And he doesn't have to. It's his choice. And every day you make choices and I make choices. And since we try to do the right thing, even if we don't manage all the time, even if, we don't we all make mistakes?
Amen to that. Yes.
So, yeah, dang. That's that then.
All right. At 26 even, Nettie had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Will Dumpy get his hush money case moved over to the federal courts ultimately? Lord knows he's trying.
Has he appealed that thing yet?
Oh yeah, I think so. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure he has.
I've been so out of it. I have no idea what the status is. Yeah, on all this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the card for the reading is you're very likely done. He's very likely done. And behind that is the institution. Those are the cards for the reading. And then, holy buckets, it's all minor arcana. He's trying to be a brat. That's the plan. Wow. He doesn't want to pay the money. He's trying to get somebody else to pay any money. Excuse me. Trying to get everybody around him to work for him, stirring the pot, and he's just going to keep flailing. Just going to keep trying. But this is a whole lot of not much.
Whoo. Wow.
unless it's murder, and which is an automatic appeal.
You're right.
You have to have a reason for there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Hang on. Joyce Matthews is pointing out Popak over on Midas Touch that it's like this third or fourth time. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of been done. And he's out a whole lot of money. You had this is America, and this is your day in court, and you had that.
Whoopsies.
I mean, maybe is this federal? Let me double check. I don't want to just automatically assume. Does that mean it goes to federal court after all, or does that mean you had your day in court? And this is the fraud case?
The hush money case. The Stormy Daniels case. Alvin Bragg.
Yeah. Okay.
This isn't the fraud with Tish James.
Okay. I got this over here last time as well. Over card for the reading. It was like the next one down. Legal worry. Trying to get your. Here's the thing. What I'm getting here, this feels like Jack Smith. Higher wisdom and election, but also this is things going. This is a prosecutor having success going forward. Like maybe Trump should be worried about other things. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting his time is over.
Yeah. Somebody said the Stormy case is the fraud case. Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. No, it's all bad, and there's so many. I mean, seriously,
right?
Who else? Can you think of anybody else who has had this many cases against them
in this
across
amount of time.
this against over all of these topics.
This is more than they had on John Gotti at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
This is crazy. All right. 3020, Cindy has a question. Do you see Jack Smith indicting any members of Congress that helped on January 6th anytime soon? Now would be a great time.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Jack Smith. Isn't there a statute of limitations? I hope not, because
I don't know what the statute is for insurrection. I don't know if there is one.
Because we know there was damage done.
Oh yeah.
I mean, luckily they failed, but there was damage done. There's a full hemmed-in emperor. King of Cups. Knight of Swords. So a fool of a hemmed-in emperor. So this is what's going on now, like with Chutkin and Smith's superseding indictment. And this is, there's like more after that. But they went for all of the low-level people first, all the people on the ground.
Right.
And now it's almost like it's like we're not going to do this and then him. We're doing it. Did all that. Now we're going for him, and then because stuff will come out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But could we please move along?
Please, can we have a crumb of justice? Any of it?
Really? I mean, how many elections do we have to get through before some of these people are held accountable?
Yes. All right. At 32:40, Bernadette has a question. What will be the outcome of Gymmie Jordan's latest stunt of investigating the company where Judge Merchan's daughter works?
Who? Oh, I don't mean her. I mean,
yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Do you know how long it's been since I read on Gymmie Jim?
It's been a minute.
I wouldn't say I was missing it.
And it's not because he hasn't been up to his same dastardly tomfoolery. It's just because he's a non-entity, except in his own mind. Yes.
Denise Gerardo is saying there does not seem to be a statute of limitation for insurrection. Thank you. I hope not.
Oh, happy day.
All right, what am I reading on again?
Gymmie Jim. Yes.
All right. He's had to walk away from the other stupid stuff that he's done because there was no there. But he still has his position of power for now. But we're going to vote, right? And this guy's going to get yeetus deletus out of control. Yeah. Crickets. Maybe some higher wisdom. Democrats. Oh, you know who that feels like?
What you got?
Hakeem Jeffries. Fingers crossed. Please. But that feels like Hakeem Jeffries. Yes. I love that Bratu. The ancient Roman yeetus deletus. Yeet.
Also makes me think of that Monty Python sketch. Never mind. Keep going.
Now, there's a justice card, a real justice card with the King of Pentacles. But he's not the one in control here. This Democrat's in control. That's what it feels like. Fingers crossed on that one. Oh, man. Lisa Kay says, rich coming from a guy thumbing his nose at the subpoena before Congress. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Yep.
All righty.
Oh, KP, that's me. On behalf of the people of Ohio, I would like to apologize for Jim Jordan and his family. You do not need to. You do not need to. We understand.
Oh, goodness. All right. Now, I don't want to influence the cards one way or the other, so I'm not going to tell you until after you've read the entirety of what M. Steve is asking. But what was the overall impact of Harris and Walz' CNN interview last night? Was it positive or?
Now, I did not see it. I'm going to tell you right now.
Right.
Again, I'm spending most of the rest of my day resting, not reading. So, but I'm getting better. At the Harris Walz had an interview last night, a big interview.
On CNN with Brash.
CNN. Wow. Well, for what it's worth, she really is. There is really is energy behind her candidacy, her and Walz. Because I just went to reach out for the energy, and it almost felt like I was like if you grabbed hold of a great big balloon, it wouldn't necessarily lift off your feet, but it was like, whoa.
Right.
That's what that felt like when I reached out for their energy. So, I mean, there's good energy there in the first place. And this isn't anything to do with last night. It's just that's what's already there.
Right.
The upshot is energetically. What could they say that was bad? What they're this is new. This is look who they're running against. And the Republican out here left out in the cold, Democrats celebrating the rise of power, the pathetic tininess and brattiness of Trump and Vance versus the higher wisdom of a qualified, experienced, kind people that Walz and that Harris and Walz are decent people. So I'm not even picking up much on the energy of an interview.
Okay.
I'm mostly just it's theirs to lose, is what it feels like.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the down ballot. No, sorry. I'm more worried about the down ballot right now.
Well, for those who did miss it and prefer not to deal with CNN for replays or whatever, in the description box under the Harris Walz by this question, which is at 3545, there is the link to an NPR article which had the biggest takeaways from the interview. So you can just get a little synopsis. M. Steve was concerned that Harris and Walz maybe weren't quite as strong as they should have been. But from what I'm seeing on the interwebs, she's shown that she can take questions, without knowing what they were ahead of time. So she could go unscripted, and she has no problem telling somebody that she's not going to answer a question, and that she did pretty good. So,
well, Robert is pointing out some Dems complained she said she'd appoint a Republican to her cabinet.
Yes. She did say that her, because she's looking more moderate than we've seen in the past. And she said when it comes to her cabinet, she's going to put the right people for the job, regardless of whatever letter is behind their name.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah. Alan, thank you.
Alan, thank you so much. Thank you. That's very kind. So, Elector Storm said they were fine. It was the interviewer that was bad. Oh, I'm on CNN. I'm shocked, as I'm sure you are.
Yeah. All right. Well, at 40:30, Terry Solaris has a question. Will the fake electors case in Arizona be dropped to a law that says you can't silence critics of elections? Let me give a little backstory on that.
Didn't we already look at this?
You and I talked about this off camera, but we haven't actually gotten to it. Whew. So, Arizona, when the election happened, no such law existed. In 2022, all of a sudden, a law is magically put on the books, that says that people can be critical of elections and election results, and that basically falls under their First Amendment rights. So
it already did.
Super critical. I don't know. Basically, they're trying to say that the fake electors are now trying to use this law that has just magically come on the books that says, oh, well, they were just critics of the election. They can't be silenced. So
Get
they
stuffed.
were. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Not
magically.
You.
Oh, no, I know. Like Scary
Awesome.
Harpy. Magically, yes.
Yes. So is this going to work? I'm just getting a no. Let me see what the cards say. Signing up to be a fake elector, sending in paperwork, that's not criticism. That's
that's
and thank heavens
yes.
Yeah. And thank heavens it didn't work.
Amen to that.
They got their fruits of their fruits of labor. They
are reaping what they've sown. Yes.
Yeah, they tried to do what they could, and oh no, I'm being held accountable for my own actions. Oh no. Yeah, you really are. And you can try to do all the fancy dancing you want, but yeah. Let me see what else I can get.
Oh goodness.
So Arizona is the fake electors, all those people, they're just going to magically just be, oh, you poor dears, we misunderstood you. You were just trying to say we don't like it. Use your brain. That's what I'm getting. This isn't even just higher wisdom. This is just use your brain. Temperance of these idiots, and they are going to court, if not to prison. That's what I'm getting. So.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Do. And let's see here.
I'm with you. Visualize 70. What do they mean criticism? They were trying to manipulate an election. Ding, 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 ding.
Alexa Gibson has a question. Will the election process go as it has in the past, or will it be chaos? Will everyone involved in the election be safe?
Those are two different questions.
Well, okay.
So, November 5th.
Yes.
The election,
orderly and boring.
The 2024 election. Are we more orderly? Are we more chaotic? Newsflash. I know this will surprise you. Trump will continue to do dumb stuff between here and there. I know. How The insight, the psychic insight I have.
Mm.
Thank you, Kelly.
Oh, that looks so sweet.
There's still people who are going to vote for Republicans.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all this great energy for us, for the Democratic side, for all of this. But all the rest of these cards, Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, the plan, the people, the Republicans, and and MAGA people. It's often a card of celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Or can also be retirement, which I was hoping for, but I don't think so. Because you've got King of Pentacles here, and you've got a sitting pretty card here, Nine of Pentacles. This doesn't mean that they're going to win everywhere, but even if you think your vote doesn't matter, even if you think, I'm in this district and it just doesn't matter, do it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Even to put that energy out there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get chaos. What I got was we are going to be disappointed that as many people vote for Republicans as are going to. Because how?
Yeah. Yeah. For those of you in chat who are talking about, you have neighbors or loved ones or, who have just swilled the covfefe. I mean, just, yeah. I want to impart something that Sebastian sent me a TikTok a few weeks ago that just really just made me open my eyes. And I've used this with MAGAs, especially evangelical MAGAs. When somebody, God has sent Trump. God sent him to save us. Okay. When you hear something like that, if anybody is trying to connect Trump and religion, okay,
and their Bible does not immediately burst into flame, but please continue.
Right. Put this in your back pocket. Okay, I'll play along. What fruits of the Spirit does Trump embody?
What are fruits of the Spirit?
Fruits of the Spirit. There's a list of them, like joy, hope, love, things of that nature, gifts from God. Because the Bible also tells us that anyone who has been sent by, if there's a prophet, quote unquote prophet, that they're not a true prophet. They're not from him if they do not embody any fruits of the Spirit. So if you have some evangelicals in your life who are, thank you, just kind of and you don't even have to be just catty about it. Just be like, okay, well, help me out so that I understand which fruits of the Spirit. Yes, fruit of the
yes, Raymond, fruit of the loon.
Does Trump embody? What does he personify? And then watch them try to validate this to themselves and you in real time. You will see the hamster on the wheel go, and okay.
Oh, Sandy Miller.
Huh? Yes, thank you.
Oh, sorry, that's hysterical. I'm trying to picture. I'm trying to go through Trump, and it's just no, heck no, even more no, extra no. Oh my gosh, no. Are you kidding me? And I mean, the list just gets more and more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes. Yes.
That was great, though, Sandy. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yay.
Yes. Trump would only get the bam, Dorinda says. Exactly. Exactly. All right.
And I love this. Right in the middle of all of this, about how upsetting this all is, Beth A just said, I need donuts.
Yep, I'm with you. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I know there are people out there that are like, I don't like sweets. I don't like a lot of bread and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
All righty. How are you feeling over there? You good?
Yeah, I love being here with you, with all of you. Thank you.
We're going to get at least one, possibly two more in. So.
Okay.
All right.
Amy
Robin.
Amy Jones is making muffins after the show.
Oh.
I have to figure out if I've got a whole wheat vegan muffin recipe I could use, because I have some frozen blueberries. That would be good. Anyway,
yes.
Sorry.
All right. Robin D. Owens had a question. Comey endorsed Harris. Does he have any regrets about what he did to Hillary Clinton? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The internet came for him to the point where he had to turn off all commenting on his posts on X when he did that, because it was just a whole what, pardon? You what? Guam, I love you.
That was awesome, Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
Right too. Some of us need donuts because of our glazed eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He had his reasons.
Sorry. Lewis dressing muffin.
Since everyone's been calling Lewis a muffin.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a Boy Scout.
Mm.
He thinks that he's in the right. Geez, George Washington, I cannot chop down the cherry tree. Or I chopped down the cherry tree. I admit, because I cannot tell a lie.
Mm-hmm.
He uses higher wisdom. And if there were negative consequences, but he's pure of heart. He thinks he's pure of heart, and he can go whistle.
Yeah, now, homie is from that Boy Scout troop that can't tie the knots, and all they exist for is to sell the really stale popcorn. That's the Boy Scout troop that he's in. No. And then when this question was asked, this is from yesterday, but Michelle popped up and was very adamant that Comey did not actually do anything against Hillary. And I'm like, hold up. She said that he didn't announce an investigation. Oh, yes, he did. He did in a press conference. He did in a letter, and Hillary will even tell you that in her book. So,
yeah. But that's not toward anyone particular.
No, I'm just saying
for anybody who is looking back at it, because there's so much. And I've already said there are whole Canadian forests that are going to be felled to write books about this era, even in a as people use more, not all, but use more ebooks and all of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much. Even now, we're in the middle of it, and we can't keep track of it all. We're like, what about that case? Has that been done? Is this?
Mm-hmm. I gave Dumpy the presidency, then he fired me. So now I'm for Kamala.
Yeah, he's a joke.
Yeah. All right.
Joyce Matthews, did you really see Comey's book at the Dollar Tree? Are you serious? Is that true? Is that true? Oh, please tell me that's true.
Oh, that's hysterical. All right.
Yeah, Alice Williams says, didn't he do it like 2 weeks before the election? Pretty much.
Yep. It's like 10 days. Yep. All right. So this is a story that you saw yesterday that you were amused at. So, oh yes, she did see it at the Dollar Tree. Fabulous.
Oh, Kaludi is saying Comey had no choice as Mitch was about to release the findings. We could go back and there's, you know what? It's water under the bridge. I'm not a big fan of Comey. Let's just, if you want to do a deep dive, that would be awesome. But let's just go on to the next question.
All righty.
Okay. And thank you for being here. And thank you for questions. Okay.
Yes. All right, y'all. You know you have lost a plot whenever you've gone so far to the dark side that your old mentors start endorsing your challengers. This is a situation that Josh Hawley has found himself in. Will he lose his seat? So, right. Hawley is so that his old mentor is now endorsing the independent running in that. Yeah.
His own mentor is like, no,
I can't with you. Mm-mm. So is he going to actually lose his seat?
Because the Democrats not doing very well. But
no, they didn't put a strong Democrat up there.
But is the independent getting any traction?
From what I'm seeing.
Odd. All right. We know Hawley's done what Hawley's done. That's his, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway. He's a runner. He's a track star. Okay. Sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, let's just say he did not come out of the January 6th insurrection looking fantabulous. Weird thing is, though, is he going to continue on? I've got the world card, which is usually an ending, followed by like a Kamala Harris card, which this is telling me women voting in huge numbers, other people voting who support human rights voting, and him being startled, like his plan being disrupted a little or something. Kind of wishing he was getting that for the, like, you're out of here, you just delete us. But Josh Hawley, so awful. He's so awful.
I want to apologize when I say not a strong person, the Dem. I understand. I'm not going to try to. I don't know if y'all realize, but sometimes my tongue does not work well on names and words. I'm not going to pronounce that man's last name because this is YouTube. I will say Mr. Lucas. I'm not pronouncing his last name. So I'm not going to say that Mr. Lucas is a bad person, and he very well may win, but everything that I've read, especially on this particular subject, indicated that the independent might be a little bit stronger of a candidate. Now, that doesn't mean that Lucas can't.
Right.
But the whole point was that even people that were Team Hawley to begin with are just like, nope.
Yeah.
So
Lisa K. Is that true? If that's the case, those cards make a lot more sense.
Very cool.
Yeah, that could very well be a ballot initiative that gets people out voting. But unfortunately, I'm still getting he has some power. I want him out.
Yes.
I would love that. That would make me very, very happy.
Pamela has a question real quick. She wants to know how the kitties are because we haven't seen the kitties today. Are the kitties okay?
Kitties are good.
Okay.
I was up at 5 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. So I gave them fresh TREATS and water and got out Mr. Laser Dot.
Fabulous.
For both of them. We played for a bit. And then, yeah. So, oh, okay. Truth matters. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Adding insult to injury. Yeah, that would be the whole anti-choice movement, is adding insult to injury. To put it mildly. He wants to stir things up. He wants to change these institutions, but he's not in step on this. I don't know, Missouri. I don't know. All I can pray. I just pray for the energetic level to get higher in the country.
Yes.
That's really it. And you can like, there are times I do pray for Trump. I pray that his energy gets higher, that his vibration gets higher, that all of them, that everyone's vibration gets higher, that we are blessed by the divine energy pours down through all of us, fills us and overflows into the world. Divine energy, higher and higher vibration for everybody, for all the good of all, happiness and health and all of that. Because if and they say that you've made God in your own image when he hates the same people you do.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Well, my way of thinking about it is, if everybody's vibration goes up, then the good people will succeed. The good people will end up with more power, and the people who have lower vibration will have trouble keeping up. And but it's not that I wish them ill. It isn't like I'm trying to. I want, I don't know, the cream to rise to the top. I don't know how to.
Right. Well, I mean, and for those, for anybody watching who's Christian, I mean, we're supposed to, even if we don't like our leaders, to pray for them. So I pray for wisdom, a lot of wisdom.
I'm so sorry.
So much wisdom. It's like, dear God, can you help? Can you help this man find his head from the hole in his rear end today, Jesus? Yes, Lord. Can you help this man find the humility to admit that he's wrong, so that way he can face justice in your name, Jesus, please? Yes. Can you please direct this person to look in the mirror and see in them what the rest of us see, Lord, and have him act accordingly? Yes, Jesus, in your name. Amen.
Oh gosh.
So,
Sarah, by the way, Sarah is Christian. I am not. I was raised Catholic, but I'm no longer Christian. Sarah is Christian.
Okay.
You're awesome.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Oh,
thank you,
yes.
Glumzilla.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but if you're praying for Trump and wisdom, I'm so sorry, Sisyphus. I mean, it's a Sisyphean task. Holy buckets.
I didn't say that, I mean, well, stranger things have happened, but
you are asking for an oasis the size of the Amazon to overtake the Sahara.
Yes, but I am fulfilling my duty to pray for my leader.
Yes.
Former, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Yes.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Alden Pond says when you pray, you can say the shadiest stuff. Judge Wedge. Yeah, they understand. They get the point.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It's like, Jesus, you know my heart, and God, you gave me this mouth, and know that it is the potty of the pottiest at times. So we're just gonna be, you know my heart. You know that even if I try to clean it up, you know deep inside the words that I would actually say. So Jesus, I'm just going to cut the and we're just gonna talk real for a second. How you doing? Yeah. So
Bless you.
thank you. Thank you. So
this is awesome.
Yes.
All right. So that's gonna do
Yes. Real quick.
Yeah.
I bet saying grace in Sarah's house is quite enjoyable. Yes. Yes. My youngest, he has taken it upon himself to say grace for many, many years. And I'm like, cool, run with it, kiddo. It's like, dear Lord, thank you for providing this food. I'm probably not going to eat it, but may it nourish everyone else's body. Green beans and I are not really feeling each other today, but may it help somebody else. In your name, Lord, thank you. Amen. Thank you, Fenzenberger.
Thank you, Fenzenberger. Thank you.
Oh, somebody mentioned Jesus. Yes. Oh my gosh, y'all.
What?
Sorry. Do we get a biscuit and wine? Okay, you can actually order communal wafers on Amazon in bulk. And the comments on them, somebody was like, oh, so I could have me a bowl of Jesus this morning.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So,
yes, dear Lord.
Y'all, but I believe that God has it's an infinite sense of humor.
Yes.
So, yes.
So,
mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Anyway, so that's gonna do it for us for today. I don't know how I'm gonna top that on my own tomorrow, but wow.
Yeah, wait, wrong thing. Hang on, it went up too fast. There we go. Y'all.
Well, if you can get the toast with the face of Jesus, he is here to nourish body and spirit.
My toaster makes Darth Vader toast, so I can't say. Tara got that. My oldest got that for my husband last year for Christmas, and he waited until, because our toaster was going out, he waited until the toaster went poof. So it was like a month or two later, like it was in March before the Vader toaster. And I happened to walk into the kitchen while it was being done, and it while it's toasting, and I walked in and I was like, it's possessed! What is and it's like, oh, it's just dark. Okay.
So what does it do? Does it have this like head or?
Yes, it's the helmet. It puts the helmet on the toast.
Oh gosh, I think I know why. Oh, that's okay. Anyway.
Oh no, I think it's just because of the character, and there's different toasters that burn different things in there. But if it's doing it for the high ground,
no. Let's.
I didn't even think about that.
No. Let's just hope it's just a merchandising thing.
Yes, I think it's just. I honestly think it's just a merchandising thing.
Because you could probably get one that does like the rebel symbol.
Yes,
and that kind of thing. So
they've got an R2D2 one that does the rebel symbol and whatnot. Yes,
that's very sweet. All right.
So
all right.
Sorry, y'all. I go off.
You have nothing to apologize before. You have nothing to apologize for. This is awesome. All right, everybody, you hang in there. All right. And I will be back tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah will probably be helping me a little bit in the morning, but so please remember you're not alone, and we're in this together, and there are good days ahead. There are.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, no. No. Gene Hall says a frozen Han Solo candy ice cube mold. Okay. I'm being a nurse. Nurse Bailey is telling me we're done. Okay. All right. Thank you. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely.